So I just finished watching the documentary titled The Most Dangerous Town, co-produced by Norton Security. This documentary was fascinating simply because it explores a town in Romania known as Hackerville, where some of the most biggest hackers who have been convicted and are still hacking to this very day are existing and living in Romania. Here's just one small example.
My story is simple. I hacked email accounts, George Bush, Hillary Clinton, so much accounts of the Rockefellers, but I am not sorry for what I've done. Never. Never in my lifetime.
The interviews they have with some of these convicted hackers as well, to say the least, pretty scary. And if you want to watch the documentary for yourself, please click the annotation and link down below and make sure that you're up to date with your cybersecurity knowledge. And that documentary leads me into my next talking point, specifically in regards to Anonymous. I get a lot of comments on videos I've done in the past about certain stories and certain news outlets of where Anonymous has contributed to helping stories get more things released on someone doing something they shouldn't have done. For those of you who don't know, Anonymous is an anonymous group of people who are actively involved in either legal or illegal activities to find information, get information, or hack into people's computers and find informational files, and then use that against them and help prosecutors even get people prosecuted of crimes they have committed. One of the biggest examples of Anonymous that I like to use is their battle that they have done towards pedophiles, specifically in exposing men who have been involved with distributing or filming or participating in child pornography. Anonymous is well known for finding these people, finding their personal information, and getting them arrested. And personally, in those types of instances, I'm 100% okay with what Anonymous does. But then there's the question we must ask, is this type of thing illegal? Hacking into someone's computer, finding personal files of things that they are doing in their private life? My answer is yes. If they are violating other people, specifically in regards to child pornography and spreading that type of shit, then by all means, I don't think they have a right to privacy. That's my personal opinion. Feel free to disagree. But then, of course, there's this other side of Anonymous, which I don't know if these are people who actually classify themselves as anonymous or not, but people who hack into for example, you know, big movie studios, you know, the Sony hacks, finding all those leaking information and movie scripts and so on and so forth, hacking Xbox One. I don't know if that's classified as people who are involved with Anonymous. I think they're just people who classify themselves as hackers or so on and so forth, but this is all in the same area. You have people like Anonymous who, for the most part, do good in exposing people for the shit that they've done and crimes that they've committed and hurt other people. Then you have these other people who just like to hack and get into personal information and shut down the PlayStation Network, Xbox One, and fuck with people just randomly. And I'm completely against that type of behavior. One of the most recent issues that I have faced regarding this is someone hacked into my Verizon cell phone account, got my credit card number, sent me an email on the email that I put on my YouTube channel saying that I hacked your Verizon account, blah, 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 blah. Maybe next time you should have stronger passwords, and I had to change my credit card information because they had my phone number and they had access to every single phone contact in my phone. These types of people, to me, are absolute scum. There's no reason to give out my personal information, my cell phone number, my credit card information, just because you don't like me. But what I guess this ultimately boils down to is the ethical question that we must ask ourselves. Is Anonymous doing illegal activities, getting someone's personal information, their computer files, is that okay by your standard? And yes, I'm asking you guys. I personally think that if someone is doing an illegal crime, and especially harming children, that Anonymous taking the effort to illegally get into their computer and access their files is completely acceptable by me. But then, of course, there's the people who stand and say, well, even the pedophile has a right to privacy. Even the pedophile who's distributing child pornography has rights. And I'll be the first to admit, my justice with Anonymous getting into the computer deals with more of an emotional argument. I feel very strongly, emotionally, when they are harming children like that, especially exploiting them. And that's the reason why I'm perfectly okay with their rights being violated. Because when you violate children, to me, you shouldn't have a goddamn right yourself. So what do you guys think? Is this type of behavior that Anonymous does acceptable? Taking down bad guys who commit illegal activities? If so, let me know. If not, let me know down below in the comments below. And I have 3 more guest videos that will be uploaded this coming week. Hope you guys enjoy them.